You wanna come say hi? Come on. Come on. Get in there. Let him hang in the back. I heard a quote this morning that was, it said, embarrassment is an unexplored emotion. And I love that so much because I'm definitely in a season of putting myself out there and sharing my story and shining my light authentically. And with that comes thoughts of, what's this person going to think about it? What are my friends going to think? What are my family going to think? What are these people that used to know me? What will they think about it? And every time I've leaned into discomfort, right? I've seen the thing that's difficult. Do hard things is the philosophy. So we want to embrace discomfort, right? It's almost like my buddy Jay says, fear is the compass. It's almost like when you see something, when you feel something bubble up inside of you, you have a decision to make. It's like, do I do it? Do I embrace it? Do I lean in, or do I retreat? And I shared a video today on my Instagram story, and it was me after the gym working out with my shirt off. And so a huge part of me was like, dude, that is so cringe. Like, you could never put that on the internet. You know, so many people are going to be like, ha, I can't believe this, send it to each other, talk shit, or whatever it may be. But then there might be somebody out there that actually resonates with the video. There might be somebody out there that, you know, didn't really sleep that well last night. They're not too happy with where they're at in life and their physique, and they're at their desk eating a buffalo chicken cheesesteak, and they're watching my video and they're like, you know what, man, maybe it's time for me to take my health a little bit more seriously. Maybe it's time to dial in my nutrition, dial in my sleep, dial in my, move my body, right? And for the record, how you look, your appearance, is the least interesting thing about you. How you look is the least interesting thing about you. What matters far greater than your appearance is how you treat people, how you talk to yourself, how you serve other people, what's your relationship with the Lord look like. These are all things that actually matter. And so I will also say that when you take great care of yourself, you eat the highest quality food you can get your hands on, you move your body every day, you spend time in the sun, you have community, you have brotherhood, you have all these things, you're probably going to look pretty good, because that's just a result of taking great care of yourself. So it's not the goal to have a certain physique. It's like I'm input focused, right? So I'm focusing on eating high quality foods that fuel my brain, that fuel my body, that give me energy, so I'm not crashing midday. I'm a man of my word, right? When I say I'm going to do something, I do it. And I love to move my body. I think it's you know, being so sick growing up, being bedridden, losing all this weight, I feel like I would never take movement for granted now. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to move my body. Even when there's times where I don't want to work out, and I'm standing at the pool and I don't want to jump in the water, or I get to the weight room and I'm in my car a little bit longer than I should be, I'm just listening to music and kind of procrastinating a little bit. I come back to, wow, I'm so grateful that I get to work out. I'm so grateful that I'm not sick and in pain, and because the truth is, we only get this one body, right? We only get this one body, and there's only you know, there will be a time in my life where I'm a bit more achy, where I'm, you know, it just hurts a little bit more to move. Or, I mean, I could go drive my car right now, getting a horrible wreck, and be paralyzed, and never be able to work out like I can now. And so, I'll never take working out for granted. It's the difference between I have to, like, oh, I have to go to the gym, or I have to go for a walk, and it's like, no. I get to go for a walk. I get to go to the gym. I get to move my body, and I get to express myself, and that feels amazing. So back to my original point of embarrassment is an unexplored emotion. I think when we feel the fear of judgment from other people, even right now speaking to a camera out of my backyard with me, Finley, and the Spindrift, I'm like, somebody might see this that they think it's funny, or they're poking fun at it. And when we don't do things out of fear of judgment, we're actually giving somebody all the power. So I'm giving an imaginary character, or it could be a family member, or it could be somebody from college. Like, some name might come up for you when you think about posting something scary, or doing something new. It's like, am I really going to give Uncle Bobby all the power because I'm afraid of what he's going to think about me? It's like, honestly, what other people think about us is none of our business. It's none of our business, and they're allowed to think whatever they want about us. I have my opinions about other people, and I'm allowed to, right? It doesn't, like, the truth is, they think about it for 2 seconds, maybe they send it in a group chat and they laugh, ha ha ha, and then nothing, like, and then everyone goes about their day. So I think we think of ourselves far more than anyone else is thinking about us, and to take back the power, right? It's like, okay, I feel the fear, and I do it anyway. I feel the embarrassment, and I actually choose to lean into that. And so that can look like a lot of different things, whether it's approaching somebody at a coffee shop, whether it is putting yourself on the internet, anything new, right? Anything new, I think there's a little bit of like, hey, I've never done this before. What are people going to think about it? And I think when we recognize that that's a very like primal instinct, a very primal reaction, because if we were cavemen and women, and we were ostracized from the tribe, we were thrown out of the tribe because of something that we did, that we weren't accepted, we didn't fit in, that usually looked like death. Right? It was like, I can't, I don't have anybody to trade with, I don't know if anybody to clothe and to home, and no community, no brotherhood, no nothing. Like, usually that wasn't a very good ending for that person. Now, in 2026, I think it's a really good thing to be fully yourself, because you're going to attract the right people into your life, and you're going to repel the wrong people, and that is a gift. Like, when people unsubscribe or people unfollow me, I actually get kind of happy, because I'm like, okay, that person wasn't part of my tribe. That wasn't somebody that resonates with my message, and that's okay. So, again, back to the original quote of embarrassment is an unexplored emotion. Let's explore it a little bit more. Like, let's lean into embarrassment. I think what happens is the more you do it, the more you flex that muscle, the greater your capacity is. It's like blowing up a balloon, right? It's like, and like now I'm so much more capable. I have so much more where I'm like, that's not going to bother me. Like the thing that bothered me 6 months ago when I, jumped online and was starting to share my story. And I mean, I jumped online 2 years ago, but it was hidden from everybody for so long because I was like, literally this. I was too afraid for my family to know. I was too afraid for my friends to know, my coworkers, anybody in my life. And they all ended up loving it, right? And that's another thing I want to talk about is we always think the worst. A great friend of mine sent me a video. His speech at college was about this exact same topic, and it was like, why do we think about the worst thing that's going to happen? Like, what if we just flipped everything and it was like, what's the best thing that could possibly happen? Like, what's the best outcome that could happen from me posting this video online? What's the best thing that could happen? Not what's the worst. Oh, what if I'm on a flat screen TV and there's a bunch of people at a party laughing about it? That's a worst case scenario, right? And then what? Like, you can even play that out a little bit where it's like, okay, at the end of the day, like, you're fine. Maybe 8 people are laughing. Maybe 2 people, like, secretly are like, yo, this guy's kind of spitting facts right now. I kind of wish I had the courage to take a video of myself to post on the internet because I've been wanting to do it for a while. If this isn't your thing, that's okay. I'm not telling you that you have to post content and put yourself out there in this way. Look at him digging a little hole back there. So cute. So, couple things. Explore embarrassment. Take back the power. Be courageous. Shine your light. Attract the right people into your life. And you only have one precious life, right? One precious life. Let's make the most of it. Let's make the best of it. And if there's something that's been on your heart, something that you've wanted to do, but you've been coming up with reasons or coming up with excuses not to do it, or where you can really, you're in that back and forth where you're like, well, I want to, but what if my boss finds it? Or what if my girlfriend finds it? Or what if my friends find it? What will they think? Like, you kind of owe it to yourself to do it. You kind of owe it to yourself to just say, hey, everybody, I see you. I'm going to do this thing because this is what I want to do. And oftentimes people will really respect that. And hey man, if they're the wrong people, then they're the wrong people, and that's a good thing. So cheers. Another beautiful sunny day here in St. Petersburg, Florida. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up button. If you want to hit the subscribe, no, I can't even do all that. Anyway, check this little guy out real quick. Finley, say what's up, bud. Say what's up, buddy. Yeah, that's my dog. That's my boy. I owe this dude everything. I owe him my life.